If I can get in there on that,
Yeah, that's
it
what the hell
it,
you talking about? I'm trying.
God
yeah,
damn, man, Sluggo, just shut up, man.
That shit was crazy.
it
Who the
was
hell is that dude?
deception. It was deception, but I'm trying to understand if you have a knowledge, like if you're aware going into a situation, you have knowledge of that. I'm trying to see where that becomes a brainwash. So
Because what we do in society is, for example, we tell people that we are systematically discriminated against, and then you go into it, for example, automatically assuming that the world is against you, or that you don't get opportunities, or that you can't be successful, or that we're victims of slavery and things like that, when in reality, most of the time it's a self-inflicted perception that you have of yourself that's preventing you from being successful in whatever environment that you're thriving in. So for example, a lot of people automatically assume that I'm not good at math, right? Or they say white people are only ones that become anesthesiologists or neurosurgeons, or they don't go into STEM fields and things like that. Or I'll give you another one. A lot of people think that they can only be basketball players or rappers because that's the way we were socially conditioned, in order to believe that black people are only creative, or we can only do some of the fastest things, or we the fastest people, or whatever like that. And we don't actually reprogram ourselves because we've been brainwashed by other people, by our parents, by society, to believe, for example, that we can only vote Democrat because everybody is racist against us, or somebody is automatically assuming that somebody is against them if they have a different color on their skin, because I can only rock with this person, or immigrants are here to take our whatever, our jobs, or they want to take our guns, or whatever. So we're being socially programmed, right? And we're being brainwashed on a regular basis to believe something that's not true. And it's been exhibited in that experiment by them showing them this. And then they automatically assume that the person that was interviewing them was making reference to a scar that they didn't even have, because they were brainwashed to believe it. And so
this is what it means. What is that measured by? Because that's what we're missing here. What was it measured by? What was the response of the people, of the interviewers? That's what we're missing. So we can only go
Yes.
way.
It just seemed like something was missing, because the interviewer part was confusing. Okay, I thought it was just me. It got to be something missing in that video.
They gave the woman scars and then covered them up.
But no, they gave them the scars, and then they showed them the scars. And then they told them that we're going to just touch it up, when in reality, they removed the scars completely, but they were still brainwashed. They brainwashed themselves into believing that they were less than, or they still had the scars on their face, even to the point to where they assumed that whoever was interviewing them was referencing the scars when they were talking to them, when in reality, it was only in their mind.
So did they not get the job and got mad because they didn't get the job or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are we measuring that by? What was the response?
It's once you psychologically condition in this way, what you'll tend to do is use that discrimination.
Guys said that the women came out and said that they was being discriminated against, even to the point where they then started referencing some of the things that they said that they were saying about them, when in reality they weren't being discriminated against. They had already programmed themselves into believe that they were less than, as a result of the scars that was shown to them that wasn't even visible.
Well, how do you know you're getting discriminated against? I mean, did you not get the job, or did what the hell is it?
That's not the point. The point is this happens in real life. Nobody wants someone to see them naked per se. And I don't mean in the physical sense. I just mean if someone, just like on these panels, a lot of people take things personally because of their scars. So a lot of people can't bear being naked and being okay with whatever scars that they have, whatever imperfections that they have. We just talked about makeup and covering up and catfishing. No one can bear, their natural scars, so they cover it up. And when I think Jay-Z said it, he was like, "When I'm in the hood, you think that I see you.
Mm-hmm.
You think that I see you because you haven't healed your scar, you haven't healed your hurt. I'm just out here being out here." So I think that happens in the real world. Nobody wants to be seen naked.
No, I think it happens just because we are literally brainwashed, and we've automatically adopted the mindset of the people that we surround ourselves with the most, which is one of the reasons why you need to get around other people that you aspire to be like or the direction that you're going in, because what it then does is unlock your mind. Every last one of us have the capability to do anything that we want, but we've subjected ourselves to this narrative, and a lot of times we automatically assume or believe that something is real when it really isn't. It's only real to us. We are our own biggest enemies. Most of our wounds are self-inflicted, and it's nobody against you except for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we somehow, some way brainwash ourselves to think the complete opposite, what would the results be?
Again,
right?
and I like your point right there. I was going to say, because when you brainwash ourselves first, and that means that we'll allow outlier circumstances to influence our thoughts and beliefs of ourselves. So great point with that, Anton. It does start.
Okay, yeah, I want to go to Lady Di. I know she's eagerly to hop on this. Lady Di, what are your thoughts about it? How brainwashing works? I know you saw the clip. I mean, I know we was a little bit, but I know you got this. Come on.
So this is how I look at it. When you ever seen, there's a study out there where people believe that they have HIV, right? Can I say that? They have an illness, okay? And they believe that they have this illness in their brain, and they start to develop symptoms of these things. So in your mind is very powerful. If you allow it to control your entire life, meaning you're believing you're something and you're not, then it will ruin you. So developing symptoms is just because your mind created an illusion that never was there. So that's what I believe the video is talking about.
Munchausen.
What is it called?
Munchausen.
Yes. So if anybody, really, any of us could be like that. We could believe one thing and you have no facts, nothing to reference it from. You're just creating it. So that's what the video is talking about. They clearly removed the marks off of these ladies' faces. And they went in there with this mind of, oh, well, I have this on my face. Instead of just like, let me just go in there and nail this interview. Because if you already going in there negatively, then how you respond to these questions that you're about to be asked is not going to be right. So you probably wasn't going to get the job, or those ladies probably weren't going to get the job anyway, because they weren't going in there like their authentic self. They were going in there with this ideology and this way of thinking, and it, destroyed everything that was moving forward for them. So in the video, it's not that they said they didn't get the job. It's just that they complained about the issue. So they're basically saying, I don't want the job because this is what happened.